Good afternoon, everyone. This is Henry Gambell with SimplerOptions.com, and in tonight's free video, I wanted to spend some time discussing, in Monday night's video, I had shared the chart of the SPX with you. I think we were looking at SPY, but just the idea that, sure, we've come a long way and it's been a pretty straight up type move, but I'm really not the person to come in and try and fight the trend. So inside of that, we looked for a couple of names to buy that we thought might outperform the market. One of these was ZS, and while I did not hold that position through earnings, only into the earnings report, it was still good for, the implied volatility and that nice move up into the report. And then we were also looking at that on the back of SQ. And while, this one was a very similar situation, you can see that the idea behind this is just that you go bid into the report, but makes no assessment of the actual report itself, and both of those were good moves. So if that's what's been working for us, well, then I want to continue to focus on some similar ideas. We're not going to be quite as earnings focused, as a lot of that earnings series is now behind us, but I think that if the spiders can come up here and really just kind of get another, what does next week's trading bring? If it can bring a shove back up above these highs that we're right up here testing, what are going to be the best markets to buy? So I thought I would bring three for your consideration. I'll be kind of, they're very straightforward. In Chipotle, I feel like this was an excellent close to today's action. I feel like that chart has room. If you could buy it somewhere, my zone to buy it would be from about 610 down into 602. We're in it from some positions that we had shared in the chat room earlier in the week, but I like it down into that zone, and I think you target somewhere around 620, 622 on that. In the case of DE, this also has an excellent squeeze that has been forming, and I would buy that anywhere down into the most recent retracement of this low. So if you take this major swing low and run it down into this area, and when I cover these, hopefully it's helpful, because it's not to say that I know for sure that this is going to be the low, but if you start accumulating a position somewhere here around 163 or so, add to that position should it get down into 160.55, and then look for a trade up into 170, 172. I think at a minimum, that's what the squeeze will give you. If you're new to this signal, just look at what it had done the last time that you saw that compression and then the signal fire long. I don't know if you're going to get the exact same type of move, but something like that is what I think will be tradable. And then one last one, it's a little bit of a different name, kind of maybe more for people that are looking for share-based trades, as the options market isn't quite as liquid as some others. But you look at this chart of FOXF, you've got a very nice daily squeeze, and then if you step back and look at it on the weekly time frame, I think this also looks to be a very promising signal. So, kind of go slow with them, be willing to pick up the position somewhere around 64 down into 60, and then on something like this, I would actually target a new lifetime high. So these are some of the names that I'm going to be focused on to try to participate inside an index market that I think is going to continue to rally, and hopefully find some spots inside of that that will continue to outperform. So I hope that's helpful. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you at the next free video.
So this class is going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, if you've got a big account, you can do it too, but it is designed specifically for a small account. This is not theory. This is stuff I've been doing in 2019. It's working in 2019, and I'm excited to share it with you. All right, you guys have a good night, and we'll see you at the next update.